Hello, hello, hello. Oh gosh, you guys, I am so excited to be doing this party tonight. Welcome. So glad that you are here. If you are popping on, say, hey girl. Hey Sarah. You guys, as I was preparing for this, I was super excited. I'm like, I haven't done like a new party in a while. I was telling Dustin how excited I was. And I'm a little nervous. Isn't that funny? How many times I go live and I get a little nervous. So who's with me? Say, hey girl, hey Sarah, love to know who is popping on with me. We can talk. This is live. So if you have any questions throughout, we'll put them in that chat. I'm going to try to address them as we go through. Or if you think of it later, you put it in the comments. I will definitely answer. Chances are if you have a question, somebody else will too. So who's on here? Now, I also heard that Facebook is doing a funny thing. If you, they don't show comments right away. Maybe that's why I was having issues before. Unless you say, I can't see comments, then Facebook starts to see them. So if you can say, hey, Sarah, let me know who's here. I want to make sure that I can see your comments too. I didn't even grab my computer just in case, and I probably could. Just in case, but I want to make sure that I'm seeing your guys' comments. So, hi Julia, Dale, Stephanie, Kristen, look at y'all, Papa Leah, awesome, I'm so glad you are here. Maybe I need a comment, hey, to see comments, because I know y'all are commenting. Somebody is saying, hey girl, I'm sure. Say, hey Sarah, you guys, as we're waiting for a few more people to pop on, let me know in your chat your pet's name, like how many pets you have, dog, what's their name. Love to see the variety on here because I know we have the most common, right, is cats and dogs, but we have some horse lovers in our group. We have some even chickens, and we have mice and gerbils and a whole bunch of different varieties. So tell me who is here, and I am only seeing my comments. Why does this do this? All right, I might have to grab my computer. I have Dustin climb under for me and grab it. He's already going to bed. He has a really early morning, but you know, he loves me. Hey, babe, can you get my computer out? My comments aren't working. I know. Please. Okay, I want to make sure we're answering questions. Normally I have my computer just in case, but I didn't think about it this time. So it just can be so frustrating that it does this sometimes. So, all right. Hey, Vienna, I see these eyeballs popping on. Okay, you guys. We are going to go ahead and jump into it. I'll get my computer, get it set up here so I can see. Now, y'all, a lot of this I just learned too, but which is really interesting, a lot of the things that impact us as our health as humans also impact our pets, sometimes in the same way, other times in a different way. So it was really unique for me to be able to go through and see those similarities. And also, I'm really excited to share with you to pass on some of this information. Now, if you have seen some of my lives before, hopefully you are familiar with the chemical impacts, like why we remove chemicals from our homes, how toxic it is for us from our, for our family. And then, you know what? Norwex just works better too, right? It saves us so much time, saves us so much money to be able to get these chemicals out of our home with products that are safer, that actually work. So let me get on here, make sure I can see these comments because that's important, especially if you're like, okay, can this work this way? This works that way, all the things. Okay, so you guys, what we're going to do, how I'm going to start this is the more you comment, the more you interact, I'm going to put you in a giveaway too. So we're going to, whoever is live on here is going to immediately go into a giveaway that I am going to be pulling right after this live. And so make sure you're asking questions or commenting or shocking faces, whatever. Or say like, hey Sarah, it's good to see you. I don't know. Just put it in the comments. And you will get into the giveaway. So just keep commenting as we go. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about like just general like care, and then we're going to go in some deep care in regards to our pets. So let's see. I got to see, where am I live here? I'm sorry you guys for this delay. We're there, I'm live. Oh, see, there's 19 comments. See Facebook, you need to start showing me comments on here. Hey Dale. Oh, that's really good. So Dale looking for the sister's cat. Good. 2 dogs, Vanna. Oh my gosh, how fun. cats. Oh, the hair. Oh my gosh, I have something for you. One dog. Oh, Vanessa, that's such a cute name. Awesome. So let's go ahead and jump in. I'll make sure that I can see all the comments.
They're online.
Oh, I gotta mute myself.
Facebook. You need to start showing me comments.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Dale.
Isn't it so funny how you hear yourself on video? That's hysterical. Okay. Oh, the comments are slow. All right. Thank you for letting me know. Hi, Deanna. Hi, Leah. Two cats. Lots of cat lovers here. I love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So I hope that you have our Norwex Basic Cleaning, because that gets a lot of these general cleaning items out of our home. But what I had learned about a lot of like our basic cleaning that we do clean our house, our fur babies are directly impacted. So for instance, if you have or have in the past like used spray to clean your countertops, or the ammonia that's in that Windex for the slobber that's on the back glass door. These chemicals get into the lungs of our fur babies. Whether they're walking around or laying down, the chemicals, if we're using any sort of spray, it stays in the air for over 8 hours. And what we have seen is that these chemicals are very similar, that how they impact these pets the same way they do humans, right? It causes cancer. They actually have more trouble with their kidneys and their liver, respiratory, and in fact, the pets are highly more impacted than humans. Isn't this crazy? I want to list this to you. So there was a study done of a whole bunch of different pets, and they tested for 70 of the most toxic chemicals found in the home, okay? Out of these chemicals, 48 of these chemicals were found in the blood of these pets. So 70 are the most toxic chemicals, 48 of them are found in the bloods of our pets. They are 43% more higher than humans. That's 43% higher of a chemical concentration in their blood than humans. And the reason for this is a few different reasons. One big thing is their grooming, right? So when they are grooming themselves, whatever they came across, whether it was, on the floor, outside, any pesticides outside, even if you don't use pesticides, runoff from neighbors, they are just exposed to a lot more different chemicals. So when they're grooming and they get the dust all over them and they're trying to get it off, they are directly consuming that. Also, I mentioned the outdoor pesticides, and they're also really vulnerable to heavy metals. So when they do get these heavy metals into their system, their body can't break it down either, just like these pesticides, just like these chemicals that we generally use. And a lot of chemicals that are found in homes are like in the basic cleaning sector, like a kitchen spray, all-purpose spray, is like formaldehyde, pneumonia, a lot of sulfates, phosphates, SLs, SLESs, and these chemicals create a body burden for our pets. So one of the biggest ways just to help them in general is our basic cleaning. So if you have our EnviroCloth or a window cloth, you know the wow factor, the incredible job that these cloths do by removing gunk and grime. What's awesome about it is they do remove bacteria as well, and then there's silver in the cloth, so they constantly self-purify. What I love about Norwex is that we have a whole bunch of different colors. So what I would recommend is grab a color specific that you know this is your pet's EnviroCloth. And the reason for this is because this bad boy, not only is it going to break down that slobber that's everywhere, right? On the cabinets, on the floor, on the windows, it's also going to help with accidents, right? With soaking up accidents with pees around the litter box, any vomiting, that kind of stuff. Your EnviroCloth can clean that out. Now it may need a little bit of help, and we're going to talk about that in a few minutes, but it can absorb that urine if they have an accident, rinse it out underneath the water, then clean it up with it wet to remove any leftover bacteria and stuff like that that's on the surface with just the EnviroCloth. Now here's something that's really interesting about pets. In their slobber, they have a lot of different organic materials in their slobber. So like, for instance, if you have a water bowl for your cat or your dog or even like your turtle, you will find like a film, you can sometimes see it in the water, like on top of it, but it's like it's slimy, right? It's gross. That is called biofilm, and it's made up of both inorganic and living and non-living matter. And that's why, one, it's really important to wash our pets' materials, our pets' dishes frequently, at least once a week, because it can contribute to like issues with their mouth, their belly issues, that kind of stuff. But their slobber has a lot to do with it. So when it is on windows, when it's on the cabinets, when it's on the floors, anywhere you in the pet dish, like I mentioned, it has more than just drool in it. Okay, so here is, I don't know if you guys saw, I did a little video earlier, and I had Riley, I put some peanut butter on here, and I had Riley lick it off. So this is Riley's fresh, well, it's about a few hours old. It has been on there for a while. Do you see this? So it is not as easy to get off on surfaces that you might think. So when your dogs are, for instance, licking or pawing at like the back door, they create like obviously junk on your mirror and window that if you put Windex on it, that dog, if the dog licks, it's going to get in its body, right? So we need to remove that pneumonia. We don't want them to directly get that pneumonia in their system. So we're going to cut out that Windex. We're going to cut out those cleaners by just using the cloth and water, right? So look at seconds, it's breaking down all of the different matter that was in that drool, just in seconds. And leftover peanut butter. I don't think she left any other peanut butter. You guys, when she got done, it literally was dripping. I was like, oh my gosh. But it's really impactful, right? So I cleaned it with just my EnviroCloth, wet with water. I'm gonna dry it with my window cloth. You guys, glass tabletops, right? Maybe you have a dining room table, or your, what are those called? You know, they're like fancy coffee tables. You can clean the drool and everything off with this. Spot cleaning, whatnot. The fridge, if they ever eat the fridge. These are your two basic cleaning cloths that I really hope you have in your home. But get an EnviroCloth at least, specifically for all your pet messes. That you know, that is Riley's, or that is, I want to see those names. Those names were fun. Vanessa was one of the names, right? That was Jack's. You know, that is Jack's cloth, and everybody knows they have a specific color. Okay, so did you guys know, I mentioned this a little bit, actually I mentioned it in the post starting this live, was cancer is one of the biggest contributors to pets' death, right? And it's the cancer that most pets get are avoidable. It's environmental. Now, we can't control everything outside. What we can control is what we bring in and how we care for our pets and how we care for our home, right? It is projected that the future, right now it's at 50% of deaths is cancer for both cats and dogs. This was specifically towards those two breeds. It is projected for future that it's going to be 2 out of 3 dogs and 1 out of 3 cats. Cause of death is going to be cancer. You guys, let's get these chemicals out of our home. This is a huge difference. These two cloths in itself get out 85% of your basic cleaning with just those 2 cloths, and how powerful it can be for your pets. Okay, so do you have a curious pet? I mean, like the pets that in the trash can, or getting into on top of the laundry, climbing everywhere, knocking things down, getting into cupboards. I mean, I don't know what that's like. Riley, she's deaf, right? So her nose is incredible, and it also gets her in a lot of trouble. Well, you guys, a lot of times these pets, when they are curious, when they taste something, or just in general, they are curious beings. Well, pets are poisonings are common in pets, and I did not realize that. I did not know how many pets actually get poisoned from household cleaning. The biggest one was typical cleaners, floor cleaners, and a lot of this is the high exposure, not even them getting into it, but the high exposure on the concentration that's actually on the floors, and then licking it. And then the other one is laundry products. Isn't that crazy? There was 60% of the poisonings is from cleaning products, floor cleaners, and detergents. Is that crazy? And when they ingest it or they inhale it, it impacts their respiratory system. It distresses their organs. So this is, again, another reason to get these chemicals out so that doesn't even happen. Especially if you even have little kids in your home, get those chemicals out because poisonings are can be preventable, right? Okay, so now let's talk about everyday care and everyday messes in our house, because one of the main stress point of having a pet is the in and outside, from outside, inside, bringing all the mess indoors. Whether you have to physically take your pet outside or even having like a doggy door, a cat door, in and out, a lot of debris gets in from outdoors. And before I just forgot about something, sorry. If you have like rodents or turtles or reptiles, the environmental cloth and window cloth for their cages is also perfect to keep those care. Forgot about that. Just wanted to make sure I said that. Okay, so what does your routine look like when you're taking your cat or your dog in and outside? Like, what does it look like? Well, so for us, we are still in our camper, so we have to physically have a leash, take her in and out. When we were in home, she would go for like half an hour out roaming by herself, and then she would come in and we would have to wipe her down. Now, when they come in, they bring in sand, they bring in dirt, they bring in those little rocks, leaves. I mean, come on, there's so much debris that comes into our home through our pets. And now remember, our pets, they are exposed to any of those pesticides that are outside. So if we don't care for them like immediate when they come in, those chemicals are inadvertently going to come into our home because of their paws. And their paws can be really sensitive too. So I wanted to show you one of our brand new products is our pet mat. And I also wanted to compare it to our entryway mat. So I've shared our entryway mat before, and basically what it is when you walk inside, mainly where you are coming in with shoes, it has like little grip to clean your shoes off, and it also removes bacteria off your shoes and scrubs like mud and dirt and everything off of it. Well, our pet mat is specifically formulated for pets because it's much smaller with those sensitive paws. I'm gonna show it here. So isn't this so cute? It's not a dog, it's not a cat, it is just a paw for any animal. So if you like take them in and out and the back door, this is a great place to have that mat. It is soft, you guys. It's plush. And the reason for that is we want to get the bacteria off, so it does remove bacteria. It helps remove chemicals with our Norwex microfiber. It has that silver in it, so it's going to have that back lock to actively fight against anything that they're bringing in. But it's soft on their feet. Even if you're in your home barefooted, right, it's going to be soft on your feet when you step on it. It has a non-grip backing too. And then of course your furry companion can cuddle up on this too because of how soft it is. So to give you an example, I wanted to show you the difference on our mats. So like our entry mat, you definitely want it to be an area where your shoes are coming in when you guys are doing it like from the garage or a front door. So it is a little bit smaller, you can see, but it's perfect for like that back door entry, okay? So here's a close-up of the difference. So just having a mat inside your house is going to make a big difference when it comes to the debris that's coming into your house and the moisture. It has been raining here for over 7 days straight, y'all. I did not move to Florida for the rain. I could have gotten that in Ohio. I love the sunshine, and it has been raining like cats and dogs. No pun intended. Okay, so next, we're still gonna have some debris, right? They're still gonna be making a mess with their fur, their coats that are shedding. Now this is for those people that have a ton of shedding. This is going to be an amazing addition to your mop. This is our new pet-friendly duster for your mop. So what these fibers are made to do is they're kind of like a static electricity to get pet dander, to get pet fur, pet hair, and regular human hair, dust right off of the floor too for your in-between care. Especially if you have a shedder, Riley, she has little tiny, they're like needles, but it is everywhere. We were told she wasn't going to shed very much, and it is everywhere. This will act like a magnet, and it will get sucked up right into the mop pad, right onto your mop. So it's still going to remove bacteria as well. It's going to replace, if you already have the mop or if you don't have the mop, this is the last mop you will ever get, y'all, because it is Works so well, and it's so easy, and it's so light. Everybody can use it. This is our typical dry mop head, and it works great, y'all. But when it comes to big, dry fur, it's really difficult for it to, it will fall off, okay? So that's why we made this new duster to Velcro right back on it. And it's so super soft, y'all. And it can go into really small areas, like underneath cabinets really well, underneath the tables or chairs. And between uses, you're going to use the rubber brush to get it clean, right underneath, or right on the trash can, to get all of that fur right off. You will also see that there's a lot of fur that will get stuck into this rubber brush. All you need to do is rinse it underneath water. Now let me tell you, this is a hidden gem for pets owners. Okay, we actually use this to groom Riley. Those pet brushes the pet brushes that you get like in the store, remember, they're like, we used to use one of them and they're like metal and they're pokey and they're uncomfortable, and I know some pets need that, but Riley always shut away from it. Look, no pun intended. I'm like making myself laugh so much. Gotta have fun, right? Okay, so my brother actually helped me discover this. He was laying on the floor with Riley and he just started brushing her with this. All of the hair collected in this brush. Rinse it underneath the water and it was done. So this is actually what we brush her with. This also is amazing for furniture. So if you have a lot of pet fur on the furniture, this is what you're going to use. It's super lightweight, easy to handle. And as you clean your furniture or the cat bed, like the tower, it is going to accumulate that hair where you can pick it out and throw it away, or in between the little brushes, if it's stuck, you run it underneath the water. We also keep one of these in our vehicle, not just for Riley, but like little debris that ends up in the vehicle as well. So keep one in your house for inside. Keep one if you have fabric upholstery in your vehicle and your fur baby goes with you a lot. Keep one in your car too. Not only is it going to do cleaning, it actually is going to help with that pet care. In the corners, the hair that collects and steps in the corners or carpets, this is amazing to get that pet hair out. Let me see if there's any checks. Hey, Kathy, no worries. You need that brush, Kristen. I'm telling you, it's a life changer. The lint mitt is also great for your clothes. This will get it off your clothes somewhat, but the lint mitt is amazing to get pet hair off of your clothes. Let's see. Yes, Kristen, it comes in the small, I don't have the small mop, but that duster does come in the small mop head as well. Great question. Thank you so much for asking that. Y'all, I'm out of live shape. I'm like out of breath. Yes. Okay. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Yes, Kathy, isn't it amazing for the upholstery? Okay, cool. All right, so let's see. I have my notes because I gotta make sure I say all the right things. Okay, so now we talked about them coming in. Oh, this is another thing I forgot to mention when you first come in, the pet mitt. Okay, you guys, for a hot second, guess how many years this pet mitt is? For a hot second. Guess how many years this pet mitt is? Okay, in the comments. Let's see. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that, Diana. That's awesome. So, I mean, it kind of looks new, right? I mean, I think it does. We use this, I don't remember last time this was washed too. It's dirty. It is dirty. I looked at it, I'm like, maybe I should have washed it for tonight, but maybe not, because there's a whole bunch of hair in there and all the things. 3 years, 4 years. Awesome. Let's see. So you guys, as you guys are guessing how old this is, I'm going to share a little bit more about it. So this is our pet mitt, and it's kind of like a big paw, like a little glove that you put your hand in. So what's great about this is as your pets are coming in, this is really easy to wipe their paws nice and gently. When you have like a towel, you're fighting with it, your dog's fighting with it, and sometimes you can kind of be a little too rough, right? This eliminates that. At least I used to be a little rough. And not only just your paws, but even all over the body. This is actually tick certified. So what that means is the tick can't be embedded. You don't want to remove the tick with this. But when there are ticks just jumping on your animal, before they came inside. This will actually remove ticks that are just starting to embed or loose, crawling all over, even if you didn't know they had them. There has been multiple times where I am doing Riley's paws, and the way it grabs too, it allows it to go in between the pads of their feet, and a tick will come out on this. And I was like, I always freak out with ticks, right? I'm always like, I gotta kill it. But the ticks come out right on here. We've had it multiple times on her back legs too, not realizing, like under her tail area as we're wiping her off. This is also great to get dry fur off of any pet as well. So as you are drying their fur, the loose hair will come off. If you have chickens, the eggs, this is a great way to grab those eggs and wipe them off even before you put them in the basket. What else? Horses. A lot of farms, of people that I know that have farms, use this on your horses too. You can use this dry to clean their feet before you come in, or you can even use this during bath time as like a washing mitt, if you will. So this is one of my favorites. Let's see, 5 years. Yes, that brush does work on the couches, Vanna. Absolutely. It is amazing. We don't let Riley on the couch. It gets on there, right? Because you can't just stop the fur from one area. But like especially, I had a friend who had Labradors all over their couch. One swipe and it was like a fur ball, like legit a fur ball, like in it. So it's really, really great for upholstery, any couch, any chair, anything like that. Yes, Kathy, this is an amazing mitt. This is also a great one to either keep in the vehicle as well, or even the dusting mitt. The dusting mitt can be a little bit more versatile if you keep in the vehicle. But one thing, like to give you an example, I keep this one at home. This one goes in one of the dusting mitts go in the vehicle. And the reason for that is to wipe Riley's feet. But most of the time she gets in the vehicle before I can even wipe her feet down, like if we're hiking or something, because the kids open the door and she goes. Well, there is sand or mud that will get onto the van. I just use my dusting mitt and it comes right off. Like literally I was shocked the first time we had a whole bunch of sand everywhere. I'm sitting there in the back seat because my parents were with us and I'm staring at this sand for an hour, right? And I'm like, this is driving me crazy. So I grabbed the dusting mitt as we're going down the road and it came right off of the carpet in the vehicle. So just a little tip there too. Let's see, 5. Okay, so let's see who's right. So, Vanna, you are right. I have had this for over 5 years. Now, Norwex just launched new colors. So there's one that's blue, or you could get the black one, but it has like a blue trim to it to kind of fit our new Norwex colors. But you guys, 5 years. It's amazing. You throw in the washing machine. Between uses, you can use this. Honestly, I don't. I don't, unless like you see rocks, then I'll get it out with it. But I will just throw this right into the washing machine to clean once every so often. The rubber brush is also great for that entry mat and the pet mat to keep clean between uses, so you don't always have to throw it into the washing machine too. This will break up any dirt that's in the entryway mat or the pet mat to get it clean. Not just the fur, but all the sand, the dirt, that kind of thing too. Another use for this rubber brush. My golly. Okay, so now we talked about just kind of general care in the home to help with the debris, to help with the messes. Now let's talk about specific care for our animals. So cat lovers, like please bear with me. I have to talk exclusively about dogs for a few minutes, but don't leave, because I have some pretty incredible things when it comes to stains and smells for your pets. So, but this, it does pertain specifically to dogs. So bath time. So the ASPCA recommends that owners of pets or dogs should at least bathe them once every 3 months. Now, if you have a curious dog who's in the lake, who's chasing a goose, chasing a squirrel, getting into things, rolling around, and you know what, it will have to be a little bit more frequently. But there are some really unique things I learned about dogs. So for instance, dogs' skin is very similar to baby skin. Who knew that? It's ultra absorbent. Like their skin just like is porous. It soaks things in. So it's another reason why we need to be careful with the chemicals we use in the products that we use every day. So what is really unique about Norwex's shampoo? It's a 2-in-1. So it shampoos and it conditions. So it washes, it moisturizes, and then it conditions, leaving it nice and silky. Here's another thing I learned. Mineral oil is a common ingredient in a lot of washes for dogs. And it will have like an advertisement of like silky and shiny and smooth or soft. And what that mineral does is it coats the fur. And mineral oil actually strips the dog's natural oils. The reason why this is a huge red flag is because your dog naturally creates an oil to shed bad bacteria. One of the natural oils, or the natural oils that goes onto their coat, is to get and to prevent sickness or the bacteria or the illnesses away from their coat, from their skin. So when that is reduced, when their immunity is reduced because these oils are stripped, they're more prone to like ear infections, mouth infections, upset bellies, respiratory illnesses. And they're also, a lot of these chemicals too will have a synthetic fragrance or a dye into it that actually triggers allergies for dogs. I didn't realize that allergies in dogs are similar to humans. Like the sneezing, the itching, the scratching. Like there are some things, like as I was learning from this, that I know that Riley struggles with, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Like the biofilm on her water dish. We clean it, but not as regularly. Guilty. So now we need to we make sure that we clean it at least once a week to get that biofilm out. She has dental issues. I literally told Dustin today, I'm like, we are contributing to her mouth. I didn't even realize that we're trying to do all the right things, get her cleanings. And here, that is probably a big deal for Riley. So, what is really, really unique about the Norwex shampoo too? A few things. One is how much you use. So think of medicine and measuring out medicine for a child. For a small dog, you only use 2 mLs. That's it. Like that's the only way I can kind of comprehend what an ml is because of like giving medicine to my kids. 2 mLs for a small dog. For a large dog, up to 5 mLs. Again, such a small amount. So this is going to last you such a long time. So you'll apply it to like behind their ears, down to their tail after you get them wet, and then give it into a nice lather. It also has a natural scent. It's called wild berry, I think it is. It smells so good. It really smells good. This is going to also help balance out their pH. Oh, don't be Sarah. Don't be Sarah and try to use human shampoo on your dog. Used to do that, lesson learned, and because our pH is different from our dog's pH, and again, it can have those issues with their natural coat bacteria and stuff like that. So this is also going to help their pH values specifically. What scent is it? No, it's making me, I thought it said, it's a berry scent. Yep, no artificial fragrances, no artificial dyes, completely clean. And we want to make sure that it's allergen friendly. The dermatologist tested this. This is really rare when it comes to pet products. And so actually all of our pet products have been dermatologist tested. Very rare in the pet industry. And it's tested and approved to make sure that it's completely safe for us because we are being exposed to it too, right? And for our fur babies. So let me see if you have any questions. Has anyone used it for poodles with sheep-like hair? Yes, all breeds. All breeds. They have tested. Actually, there is several pictures that I have. I'll try to find those because I've seen them before. I'll try to track those down and send them to you, Vanna. Okay, let's see if there's any other things that I wanted to share with that. No? Okay. All right. Okay, next is the deodorizer. Y'all, I didn't even know this product existed in the market. I was like, where has this been? I did not even realize that there was dog deodorizers. So what this dog deodorizer is for those in-between washings. You know, like when they are silky and smooth straight from the bathtub and then a few weeks pass by and they get a little funk, like what's the smell where as soon as you walk in, you might smell the dog, or after it rains and they come in wet, you're like, that smell. So what is really interesting about this dog deodorizer, it is specifically formulated to stop that odor residue, that odor causing bacteria. So what we use is a probiotic. And so probiotic has an enzyme in it. And to be able to explain this to you is think of Pac-Man. You know the little Pac-Man that would like eat the monsters? So what enzymes do is it eats away that bad bacteria. It like breaks it down until it's small. And then it continues to eat it away until it's smaller. And then it continues to eat it away until it's all gone. So completely safe for our pets. They are naturally occurring. We have a specific formula to target those pet, what would you call them? Like those specific pet organisms, if you will, without stripping their natural bacteria, without stripping that bad bacteria. And actually, it has what's called a Bacillus spore blend. Yep, that's the probiotic that's specifically to neutralize the odor. A lot of times these chemicals are kind of like air fresheners, right? They mask it, but they don't eliminate it. Well, this one does too. It comes with this pump. Like it will come like with a top like this, but it's actually, you would just put this pump in to spray it. I put this on Riley. Riley does not like baths or anything like this. She was a champ. I took a video of it actually that I can share too. And she was just like, what's going on? All right. And then I like rubbed her a little bit afterwards, and it really smells good too. It has that natural berry scent as well. So when you are, I forgot to mention this too, this is great. This what I'm sharing is going to be for all pets too, this next thing. But when you are washing your fur baby, sorry, I still have like this lingering cough. Let me get a drink. Let me see if you have questions too. The deodorizer. Girl, you're hysterical. Is it safe on kids? You just need to get a wet body cloth and just chase that child around. That's so funny, Kristen. Okay. Okay, so bath time. We're going back to bath time, or any time where you are in a rainy season, snowy season, muddy season, to clean up your pet. So this is our pet towel. So it's very similar to the mitts, but this is really cool. Why this pet towel is so different is because it has built-in handles. So you guys, this can be used on cats too, or any like soft furry friends like that lizard, the gecko, cleaning them up as well. Super, super soft and plush. So the towel doesn't drop off when you are cleaning your pet. Isn't that so cool? Like little pet pockets. There's actually 3 of them on each side, and it wicks moisture very quickly. So it dries the pet very quickly, and then you have that back lock in it too that's going to self-sanitize itself. It dries quickly, but this is great for all pets. This is one of my favorites when it comes to cleaning for Riley. When we know we're going hiking, we make sure we bring this in the vehicle with us to give her a good rub down right afterwards. You can actually, even when they are completely dry, to get that extra fur off of them as well, you can use this dry to around their entire body if you have a larger animal and the mitt is just like a little bit too small. So several different uses for this towel. And there's 2 different color options as well. So this one's the black one. Again, I've had this for over 5 years, y'all. Isn't this crazy? 5 years. How awesome that long our product lasts. And now remember, y'all, we have a 60-day money-back guarantee. So that is with every product with Norwex, and most of our products too have that 2-year warranty. So this will definitely fall under that 2-year warranty as well when you get your pet towel. But the other color is the blue. It's like the new Norwex blue. Cool, right? Yeah. Okay. Making me giggle. Okay, so let's see. I have now just also something just kind of like a good reminder to have is we also have like all of our pet products are 360 reviewed, and they go against, or they fall under all of Norwex's standards. So remember, we banned 2,000 chemicals out of our products, knowing these are harmful chemicals. They will never be in it. That's the highest. Like Canada, for instance, Canada's banned over 500. European nation has banned over 1,600, but Norwex, our company specifically, has banned over 2,000, and that list keeps climbing. Once we know a product is dangerous, it will never be any of our products, and that's same with our pet products. Okay, we also don't have any SLSs, SLESs, no formaldehyde, pneumonia, bleach in any of our products, alcohol, mineral oils. There's several chemicals too, specifically that are found in pet products that are highly toxic, that of course we will never put in our pet products as well. And actually, I think I have the names of them here that are written down here somewhere. Okay, so next, let's get back to all animals. Okay, so think of a place where there's a stain's been there for a while, or the odor. So maybe it's around a cage, a crate, the litter box, or the pet accident, right? Could be pee, it could be vomit. Accidents happen, y'all. And I forgot to grab my bottle. Let me grab that real quick. So one of our new products is our pet odor eliminator and stain remover. Okay, so it comes in this bottle. Now it is ultra concentrated. Now I'm telling you, ultra concentrated. This bottle, this is our forever, you can actually get this in a set. This is our forever glass bottle. This bottle will make 6 of these bottles. Isn't that crazy? So it averages out about $7 a bottle. And so what I did is I was just really curious about why would someone want this Norwex pet stain remover versus a general one going into Walmart? Connection for a minute. So I took my Wi-Fi off. Hopefully that will work. It has been raining nonstop here. Okay. So, oh, sorry, Kathy. Hopefully you guys are still here with me. Ah, no, we have people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I lost. Ooh, this is a long live. 40 minutes. I thought it was going to be like 20, 30 minutes. I'm here. I'm here. Can you guys see me? Hi, Victoria. I am here. I'm so sorry that I froze. Hopefully y'all are popping back on. Bummers. I am here. Okay, we're going to jump back in. So, stain remover. So, I don't know what you guys heard. So, this bottle makes 6 forever bottles. This is 16 ounces that are held in here. So, it averages out about $7. So, what I did is I went onto Walmart and Walmart.com, and I looked to see what was their most selling pet and stain remover. And so it's a household name. I'm not going to name the names, but I was curious to see what the chemicals were. First off, Walmart would not list the ingredients there on their website, so I had to go to the manufacturer website and dig for these chemicals. There was only 9 ingredients in this particular pet and stain remover product. And so I looked in every single 9 of those ingredients to see if there was any health issues. So now here's the interesting thing. 9 chemicals that made up that one stain remover, 8 of them were highly toxic. Isn't this crazy? Listen to this. So there was 3 of them, 3 chemicals were known carcinogenic. 1 caused lung disease in pets and liver failure in pets. And by the way, that 3 carcinogens is both humans and pets. The 1 caused lung disease and liver failure in pets. 2 of them caused neuromuscular in pets, and 2 impacted the nervous system for both pets and humans. Now here was really interesting. Citric acid was one of the ingredients, which is a common ingredient in a lot of different things, even in your food, and it is highly toxic to dogs. So if you feed your dogs table food, something to think, like, just to keep in mind, that it's highly toxic to them. That specifically impacts their nervous system. So where do we have these odors though? Like, think of, like, why would we need this product? Well, pet beds, like I mentioned, around the litter box, stains on the carpet, on hardwood floor, the cat toy, like the climbing things, like houses, like the little cat houses, right? Did I mention the beds? Even like our furniture, if they are in your furniture. So what's really unique about Norwexes is this again is a probiotic or probiotic enzyme. So that's what it does, is it eats away not only the odor, but this actually targets the stain too. And what it does is, as it eats it away and it takes it away, it helps because it helps from resoiling. It prevents the science behind it is it prevents the cat or the dog from resoiling that area. So if you have a puppy problem or an older animal that has these issues, it helps prevent them from resoiling in the same spot. It also will eliminate the smell. It won't cover it up. It will eliminate the smell. So like I said, it's very concentrated. It makes 6 of these. Okay. Now here's a really cool part. I'm going to have to read this because I was shocked. So this isn't just for carpet, y'all. Are you ready to hear how many surfaces that this works on? It works on both hard and soft surfaces. Cotton, nylon, velvet, faux leather, fiberglass, wood, ceramic, linoleum, laminate, and concrete. Y'all, it can get stains and odors out of concrete? What? Well, the mold and mildew remover does that too. Just saying. But that's the first time, like, mold and mildew remover, and this is the first time I've ever heard that you could get stains out of concrete with like a product like for anything, right? So let's see here. Oh, also, one of the things I love about Norwex is we do our own testing, but we also have a third-party testing, and then we also try to get approval, or we have other industries test it to make sure one, it does what it says it's going to do, and also we want to make sure it's the best when we launch it. So this does have the Carpet and Rug Institution seal of approval as well on how well it works. Isn't that cool? Really cool. At least I think it's really cool. So, oh, one thing, like a lot of these chemicals, when it comes to stain removers, we have to be careful with even just products that we are bringing into our home with our pets. So a lot of our pet products will have like flame retardants in it. It will have waterproof to help prevent, like, especially dog beds or cat beds. We'll have like the natural waterproof or water resistant chemicals on it, the flame retardant that I had mentioned. And so we just need to be careful with those type of products. So try to find something that's maybe more organic. They are more expensive, but that will reduce a lot of chemical exposure. Flame retardants are in everything. They're in carpet, they're in furniture, they're in the beds. We can't prevent everything, but these exposures, especially if your dog has allergies, that brings on to the next one, is how are we going to care for just our pet stuff, right? The dog bed, the blankets, our blankets that we have if our animals are sleeping with us, any toys or anything like that that can be washed. How do we care for those? So dogs have a lot of allergies. Again, something that I had, not just dogs, but dogs and cats have a lot of allergies, and they produce these, or they show us signs of these allergies through the coughing, through the sneezing, through the watery eyes, hard to breathe, or if they're having like a kind of sounds like a panic attack, like those are some signs of allergies. And so when you are washing your beds, you need to make sure that the detergent that you're using is free of fragrance or free of dyes, okay? Because those are main triggers. So Norwex laundry detergent, the best. If you don't have the detergent, it's the best. It really is for your clothes, for your Norwex, for everything, and it saves a ton of money too because of how little you use. So for Riley, I'm just going to walk you through how we care for her beds. I wash her bedding about once a week, once every 2 weeks, depending on if it's raining or not, because we line dry a lot of our stuff. And I only wash her stuff with her stuff. I don't put it with clothes or anything because she sheds a ton, and it feels like little needles inside us, like poking us when it gets into our clothes. So, few tips. So first, we have washed her with her stuff in the powder detergent or the liquid. Honestly, they both work so well. I don't like favor one or the other for her pet bedding. So for the liquid, it's 2 ml per pump. So you'll want to do 2 pumps. For the powder, you'll want to do a half a scoop. So a little bit more than a teaspoon that you do for your clothes, because pets have more bad bacteria on them. They have more dander. They have more little mites that accumulate into their bedding and stuff like that. So you're going to put it into a regular wash or a sanitary wash. I also add this odor eliminator into like a pre-wash area. So this is specifically targeting a whole bunch of different compounds of odors that might be in their bed too. So I do add this, I like just a little capful into like that pre-wash area to help neutralize any odors. I am actually really curious to use this on her bed too. So like I the deodorizer, like spraying it on her, but then also spraying it on her bed for the in-between care. So I don't know of anybody doing that, but I just had that idea and I'll let you know if it works. So now here's a tip that I do after washing Riley's bedding. So I mentioned those little tiny fur hair that she has gets all over our washing machine. It is crazy how much comes out. So what I do is I actually take a dry Enviro cloth and I wipe the inside of the drum after I take her bedding out. And it is amazing how much comes off. Toss that in the trash, then I get my Enviro cloth wet, and then I wipe it down again, and more even comes out. So I do it in the drum and then also on the inside. If you have any rubber, like suction stuff like around it, like flip that out a little bit and you'll see a lot of that dog hair that's in there too. I try to get it out, and that will eliminate like pet hair getting back onto your clothes like in the washing machine. So I never noticed it in my washing machine back home. It was a high efficiency. This is a high efficiency one too, but it's a lot smaller and it's a washer and dryer combo. So I don't know if that's why I have that issue, but if you do have that pet issue, there you go. Here's a little fun tip. Okay, so let's see if we have any other questions. I feel so bad that I froze and I popped off. Oh, so Leah, the shampoo is specifically for the dogs because it balances out the pH in the dog. I'm pretty sure. It's specifically for the dog's pH. Yes, it's specifically for the dog's skin. So I don't know much about the pH of the cat skin, but cat skin. I would be curious if they are formulating one for it, because they're when Norwex launched this, when I was at conference and we talked about it, they said that their goal is to get products for every pet person, right? Like to help every need amongst multiple pets, not just one breed. So that's why, like, especially even the mat is why it's a neutral paw, because they don't want to specifically like, oh, we're just doing dogs, we're just doing cats, that kind of thing. But they did say that there is more science when it came to dogs, and so that's why this got formulated specifically to dogs. But I would not be surprised if they were trying to put in the works like the next science portion that would be formulated for cats, because cats generally don't get a lot of baths, but they do need baths every once in a while, right? Not familiar. I'm not, to be honest. I can look some stuff up. I don't really know that information, but I can find out some information. Okay, so let's see. Oh, that's okay. Oh, that's sweet, Vanna. I'm so glad you got to have that time. I mean, when they don't call often from college, so you got to do that. But this free play will be available too. Okay, y'all. So this is what we're going to do. So I created a cart, and this is called Shop a Cart. Not like share a cart, shop a cart. Okay. So what I did was I basically put a shopping cart together that had like everything I talked about today, including like some like Enviro sponges, like for cleaning our pet dishes, or cleaning out like our pet cages and stuff like that with our dish soap and an Enviro sponge and stuff like that. But I created a really big cart, essentially, so you can see, okay, I want a specific Enviro cloth for my cat, or I want a specific Enviro cloth to take out to the barn, and you can see all those different colors. So it lists all the different colors of the Enviro cloth, the window cloth, and then every product that I spoke about, the mop, the dusting mitt, the laundry detergent. And I forgot to mention that this is something I've been keeping in my car too, but we have new sleeves specifically to help with that pet dust and the dander for our Enviro wand, whether it's the small one or the large one. We have it in the large one as well. So that is all in this cart. And so what I'm hoping that will help you do is be like, okay, no, remove. Yes, this is what I wanted. No, I didn't. And it just kind of helps you, like, instead of searching the website, it just is like everything is in one spot. You can remove what you want. If you wanted to add something, you can totally do that too. If this is something that you want to proceed with, right? For 48 hours, I'm having free shipping over $99 or more too, so you can take advantage of that as my gift to you as well. I cover your shipping, and I'm like so excited to share this, so hopefully that will be like a fun little thing for you. Also, the best way to get this is what, right? Is sharing Norwex. You guys, do you have pet lovers in your home, or just people that you know need to hear more about Norwex? Whether it's the cleaning or the skincare or the pet care, right? I would love to partner with you to help educate. That is my heart, right? We just need to share with people how these chemicals are impacting our everyday, and then also share what you love, how your life is easier, how it saves you time, how it saves money. And introducing this to your friends will ultimately result in free products from you, but most importantly, you're making a huge change in your friends and family's life. So if you want to host an event and earn your products free, I would love to partner with you. I can do virtual or in home. We can do a Facebook Live like this. We can do Zoom. But if you're in like the Jacksonville greater area in Florida, I am here to do in-home parties too. I'm excited to get back into in-home. I love those relationships that come from it too. So let me know. The post for like the shop a cart is going to be up probably by now, because this is a lot long. I literally thought it was like 20-30 minutes, but I get so passionate and excited to share. Oh, Leah, that's really great knowledge. about giving the cats once to twice a year. I am going to reach out to our product development because now I'm really curious. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. What I'm going to do is, let's see how many comments we have. Oh, it's not going to tell me how many comments. Let's see. Number 22. The 22nd comment I'm going to go find, and you are going to get a brand new pet mitt, because this can go for any animal, cat, dog, reptile. Like I mentioned, those chicken eggs, anybody can use this pet mitt. So I'm going to go through and sort through the comments and let you guys know who the winner is for that. I'm so glad you had fun, Dale. Yay! Awesome. You are so welcome. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, learned something new, had some fun with me tonight. And let me know if you guys have any questions, all right? Have a fantastic day, y'all. Or night.